Hello everyone and welcome to More to Explore. I'm Miss Natasha and today we are going to be painting and decorating frames. Okay, what you'll find in your kit is a paintbrush, a wooden frame, a decorative piece, a piece of yarn, orange paint, yellow paint. What's not in your kit but you will still need, and what most people have at home, are napkins, a popsicle stick, or you can always use the back of your paintbrush to apply the glue, and a cup of water. Okay, the first step is putting your napkin out, putting your frame on top, and we're going to paint our frame orange. Now you can actually paint it yellow and put orange leaves, or you can paint it orange, put yellow leaves. It's up to you. I chose to do an orange background with yellow leaves. And I'm going to go for a watercolor effect, so it feels like there's different shades on here. So if you look closely at this, you can see how there's different shades. And I'll show you how to do that. Basically what you do is you take some of the paint and you take some of the water, because you're going to do a little bit of watercolor. And I'll show you on here. I take the paint and I mix it with the water. And then I put it at the top of the cup. And I mix it just right there. And then I'll paint with my watercolor on my frame. So that's all I do. I mix some of the water, and I put it at the top of the cup, and I repeat that process. So you're going to go ahead and do that for your whole frame. Okay, once we're done painting the background of the frame orange, we're going to go ahead and change colors and make our yellow leaves. I will show you how to do that. So with the leaf, we're going to make the vein, which is the center of the leaf. And then we are going to use, see how long that paintbrush is side to side? How thin it is too. And we're going to brush out, brush in, brush out, brush in. I'll show you. So you're going to go outside, then you're going to bring it in a little bit, push it outside, bring it in, push it outside, bring it in. It's a pattern when you make these leaves. Out, in, out, in, out, in. And to color in your leaves, go ahead and do that watercolor effect and take yellow paint, brush along the side of your cup with the water. That way you get a nice soft inside for our leaf. And just like that, you will be making your leaves. Now you can make round leaves. You don't have to make leaves like these. You can make whatever leaves you would like. I like to do them falling, so I make them upside down. See, it's as if it's coming off of the tree. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. You are welcome to space them out nicely. One here, maybe one in the center. You're welcome to bunch them up in corners. You're welcome to do whatever you would like to do. And I will show you mine again, just so you have an idea. So see how I space them out? they're your leaves and this is your frame. So you are welcome to paint as you would like. Okay, once you're done painting all of your leaves, we're gonna go ahead and we are going to paint our decorative piece. Now some of you have pumpkins in your kit, some of you might have acorns, some of you might have turkeys, but we're gonna do the same thing to all of them. We're gonna give it some dimension, which means it's gonna have some light and shadow by adding paint to it. Now I want you to do the same watercolor effect. Take some yellow, mix it with the water, mix it on the side of your cup, and then paint on that decorative piece. We're going to do this with both the yellow paint and the orange paint. See how it looks so much better. After the yellow, do it again and repeat that with orange. You only need a little bit because the orange is really dark. There you go, all done. The next step is to glue on your decorative piece. Now it is a little wet, so you're gonna wait for it to dry. Once it's dry, you're gonna add glue behind the decorative piece to the bottom of your frame. So it'll go right at the bottom, just like the finished one has. But it is your frame. I should say, if you'd rather put it somewhere else, like on top, you can. And you can just paint the rest of the bottom with leaves, whatever you'd like. So once it's dry, you're gonna go ahead and glue it on. You can use the popsicle stick if you have one, and if you do not, you can go ahead and actually use the back of your paintbrush and just drop on that paint, just like that. In the corner. You can always clean your paintbrush later with soap and water, and that glue will come off, so don't worry about that. You'll hold it down for about 20 seconds. Make sure the bottom of the pumpkin aligns with the bottom of your frame. So if you have to push it up a little, push it up a little. Because otherwise your frame won't stand properly. So you want the pumpkin to stand at the same height as your frame. And then hold that down for about 20 seconds. I would like to add also, if you found out your pumpkin or your decorative piece wasn't completely dry and you see a fingerprint, you can always touch it up again by doing the watercolor and repeating that process. So don't worry if you've messed up the paint a little bit, you can always touch it up and fix it. So it's as if you've never touched it. Perfect. So now you're going to go ahead and close the glue, and we are going to put our yarn around our frame. And that is the last step. So what we are going to do, I'll show you, is we're going to put the yarn around the edge of the frame. And you want it to start right above the decorative piece, and you want it to go all the way around. So if your yarn or thread is too long and you notice it goes to the bottom, you're going to want to trim that. So you'll need scissors to trim that little piece. Mine's a little too long. Or you could just glue it on there. It just won't be the exact height of the frame. It'll add some to the bottom. So go ahead and glue that on. Again, you're going to take the tip of your paintbrush and you're going to add the glue around the frame, just like that, where the thread is going to go. And you're going to put it on the edge. So I like to do one side at a time, and you can go ahead and do that. Also, if you find that your thread or your yarn is too long, you can put it right behind the decorative piece, that little bit. That way it will align perfectly. So I put a little bit behind that, you won't see it. That way you don't have to get scissors and trim it. And now you're going to hold it down for about 20 seconds again, and you're going to do this to each side of your frame until you're all done. Okay, once you're done gluing that yarn all the way around your frame, you're going to go ahead, close your glue so it doesn't dry up, and then you're going to go ahead and put your photo in that you would like. I know the holidays is a time for families to get together, so maybe a family photo or maybe a photo with your pet, whatever you'd like to do. And to do that, you're going to turn it around and you're going to move these out of the way so you can take the back out. And you'll put your photo in there, cut it to the exact size, and then close these so your photo stays inside. You're all done. Enjoy your decorative painted photo frame. Did you know painting helps build fine motor skills? Fine motor skills are important because they help you put on your shoes, feed yourself, and clean your teeth. Fine motor skills are also critical for the development of emergent writing.